All right, so we are on the range, Wolf Firearms training. We're using a NextLevel training SIRT training pistol. We've got the Mantis, the X10 Elite connected to it. Ryan, you're gonna learn how to use this today. Come on over here. So we've just opened it. I'm gonna power it up here. Press and hold, get the light flashing. We're gonna hit connect. Boom, it's connected. And we're just gonna start out with open training. So go ahead and pick up the gun. Get back a few feet. I want you to just use that screen as your point of aim. Pretend like it's an X-ring target. All right, and let's get some good trigger process on. Give me 10 good trigger processes in a row. Make sure you follow your shot up with a good follow through.
Am I following the sights or the?
You're gonna use sights only.
Okay.
Dots just for my benefit. And press. Good, keep going. Really think about your fundamentals of marksmanship, but really focus on trigger press. Two more good shots, best shots you got, trigger press. All right, so we're gonna come back over here together. Let's take a look. So we have some various errors occurring, but we have a predominance of this same error occurring. So we're gonna touch that. You know what? I think I still have this set up for a rifle. So we're gonna fix that. So let's go settings, let's go back. It's a little steps, but hey, it's easy to fix. So settings, choose pistol. Right now I have the G17 9x19 selected, and the SIRT training pistol is the option that I have selected. And we're gonna get better results this time. He's gonna actually probably shoot a little better this time because it's gonna actually give feedback for a pistol and not a rifle. So if you were worried you sucked,
right?
Well, you probably do, but
Get another chance.
you get another chance. So 10 great trigger presses. Score is probably going to go up a little bit because it's based off of a pistol, not a rifle. Make sure you don't lower the gun to see where you hit. Just trust your shot. Think about the trigger press for the next shot. Give me 10 great trigger presses. So it's easy to screw up if you're a moron like I was right there, but if you just keep on working through things, you'll figure stuff out. That was a great shot. That was a good shot. Trigger press is 110% what you're focusing on. So there's a story being told by the laser beams, just for me as an instructor. I don't know if you as the viewer can see it, but as he presses the trigger, the movement on the green laser itself is giving me feedback as far as what he's doing with the shot. As he continues to press, the red laser just telling me his fingers on the trigger. And as he presses, if you watch the green beam, we get a little low and left movement that time. And that time, see the laser isn't what Mantis is watching. What Mantis is doing is it's got this crazy little gyroscope. It's FM powered. You know what that means? It's freaking magic. But you are consistently doing the same thing. This story tells a pretty strong story, doesn't it, right?
Right.
So we're going to touch this one, and now we're going to get the correct feedback, not for a rifle, but for the actual pistol. So what we're doing here is usually too little a trigger finger. Pressure being applied is causing his trigger press to be uneven. It's actually, this is what's happening, is the shot's being pushed to the left ever so slightly. A little more trigger on the finger, or it might just be that he needs to focus on pressing straight into the rear. Lots of us will lock this knuckle, and as we do that, we get this arc, and that arc sends us to the left. If you let that knuckle flex, it comes straight into the rear. The biggest component of this is that as you press the trigger, you have to make sure you don't move your sights left or right. But when you press the trigger, the shot goes straight into the rear and the sights don't move left, right, up, or down.
Okay.
So really focus on that. And we're going to continue to get a few more trigger presses and see where the shots take us. Really focus on trigger press. That was a good shot. Still sent you a little left. Maybe go a little deeper on the trigger and see if it brings you back to center. He doesn't need an instructor to give him all this feedback because the Mantis system's doing that. And the beauty of this is every shot he makes, he's not having to rack the slide and maybe even create this training scar of always manipulating the gun even when the shot breaks. So let's go ahead and leave your finger on the trigger, but relax your finger. That one was me moving the gun down, but the other shots you kind of were seeing a pattern. See how it jumped up to like a 96%?
Right.
That doesn't mean, ooh, I've got this perfect trigger press, but I'm separating you from the gun. Trigger press is the only thing going on. And we start seeing the scores come up a little bit. That was good. Let's get 10 more shots. Really think about your trigger press. Straight into the rear. Try not to come off the trigger when you reset. Just come off quickly and stop. There you go, that was good. And 5 more. Great shot. Another great shot. You're really cleaning it up. Good. Let's go up and let's take a look. So we still have this predominant error, but we see the secondary error that you seem to have, which is pretty traditional problem that people have. And there's a little bit of push forward.
Anticipation, yeah.
Yeah. Maintain that in that same place. Don't lean forward as you press the trigger. Don't try to counteract any movement. Just let recoil occur. Let your stance and your grip be what mitigates your recoil. Don't try to stop it with your body. So a lot of data can come off of this thing. We can go to this screen and it tells us where your movement is mostly occurring. The yellow portion being your trigger press movement, the blue being your hold movement. You have good hold control. Little bit of movement deviates from shot to shot. Those last couple shots were really good. So this, I'm gonna hit play and it's actually gonna show your movement before you make the shot, while you're pressing the trigger, and then your follow through. That was a great shot. A little bit left. And if this was live fire, I put money on it, just from experience using this thing, your shot would have been left on the target. So let's find one that wasn't such a great score. That was a good one. A little more movement though, so let's play it. That was good. So your movement before you started pressing the trigger was big, but as soon as you started pressing the trigger, you dialed it down, locked it in. So there's a lot of data going on. This one's kind of, I don't know that I've personally completely figured out what this screen is the best benefit for, but I like using it. I don't know if it's intended for it, but I like using it to challenge myself for hold control. So the less wigglies I see in the line, or on the screen, I mean, just showing my ability for good hold control. Again, I have no clue if that's what they intended it for, but that's what I like using it for. Somebody on the internet, I'm sure, will correct me. What do you think?
Probably.
All right, so we just fired 53 shots. You shooting 40 caliber or 9mm ammo. What are we paying now? About what, 60-some cents per round? So that's easily how many dollars worth of ammo you just spent that you didn't actually have to spend. I suck at math.
Oh, you're waiting for the answer on that.
So
you'd spend more money if you buy the ammo.
I'm gonna say it's like what, $27 worth of ammo you just spent?
Okay, yeah.
That didn't cost you a penny, right? So here's the next thing we can do.